Hello everyone, welcome to our channel of meetings assistance for Jehovah's Witnesses. I hope you are all doing well. In this new video, we will prepare for the Let's Be Better Teachers section for the week of June 30th to July 6th. I hope this will be very helpful to many of you. Let's begin. Okay, let's start with start conversations. From house to house. The person tells you that they have just moved to the country. Hello. Good afternoon, my name is Name, and I am one of Jehovah's Witnesses. I just wanted to take a moment to greet you. How are you? Hello. I'm doing well, thank you. Actually, I recently moved to the country, so everything is a little new to me. How interesting. Moving to another country must be quite a big experience. How do you feel about all this change? Well, the truth is, it hasn't been easy. Everything is so different, the language, the food, the people. Sometimes I feel a little overwhelmed, especially because I don't know many people here. That must be quite a challenge, definitely. It's completely normal to feel this way at first, especially if you don't have many people to talk to. Has it been difficult to adapt to daily life? Yes, sometimes. Like I said, the people here have different customs, and although I try to adapt, I feel a little lonely. Even the language, although I understand some, it's hard for me to communicate well. That sounds complicated, really. Speaking another language and understanding new customs can be overwhelming. What is it that worries you the most about all of this? How have you been feeling lately? Well, sometimes I feel that the whole process is harder than I thought. I sometimes fear that I won't be able to adapt, and I also miss my family, since they're not close by. I think about them a lot. It's strange not being able to share so many things with them, and it makes me a little sad. I completely understand you. When one is far away from their family, the distance can feel very large, and it's natural to feel sadness. All those feelings are part of a big change. Have you been able to find something that makes you feel closer to home, even if it's small? Well, I've tried to stay in touch with them by phone, and sometimes I try to prepare dishes we use to make at home. That helps, although it's not the same as being with them. Those little things, like cooking something familiar or talking to them on the phone, can really bring some comfort. But it's also normal to wish you had someone nearby to share those moments with. I think it's important to surround yourself with people who can understand what you're going through, right? Yes, definitely. I think that's exactly what I want most, to find people I can talk to, make new friends. But I don't know where to start. I haven't found a way to connect with people yet. That's completely understandable. When we move to a new place, making friends can be a challenge. The good thing is that here in name of the place or city, there are many opportunities to meet people who are willing to offer support. For example, we, as Jehovah's Witnesses, gather and try to help each other. We also have Bible studies that help us understand how to face life's difficulties, and these meetings are often a good place to meet others. Would you like to know more about how we operate? Yes, I would like to know a little more. How do those meetings work? Well, our meetings are places where we gather to study the Bible, and in them, we share experiences about how to overcome trials and how to find peace in the midst of changes. Also, we try to support each other since we are all going through different situations. It would be a good opportunity to meet people who, although they have different stories, can understand what you're going through. That sounds good. Actually, I'd like to be able to talk to more people in similar situations, or at least people who understand me. And is there a way to start meeting them? Of course, we could organize a small chat to talk a little more about all of this. It's not an obligation, but it would be an opportunity for you to learn more about our community, how we try to help each other, and maybe make new connections. What do you think? I think that's a great idea. Thank you for taking the time to listen to me and for the invitation. You're welcome. It's no trouble at all. If at any point you need to talk or have more questions, I'll be here to help. I hope we can meet soon. Yes, I hope so. Thanks again. Take care. Have a good day. Now we'll move on to make return visits. Public witnessing. Talk to the person about the JW Library app and show them how to install it on an electronic device. Hello. I'm one of Jehovah's Witnesses. How are you today? Hello, I'm good, thank you. And you? I'm doing well, thank you. Last time we talked a little about the Bible. Did you have a chance to think more about what we discussed? Yes, actually, I have. I've been thinking about a lot of things, especially some questions I've always had, like the purpose of life or what happens after death. I'd like to understand that better. That's great that you bring it up. Those are very deep and common questions. What is it about those questions that worries you the most? Well, I've always wondered why we're here, what the purpose of our life is. I've tried to find answers on my own, but I'm not sure I've found anything that convinces me completely. I understand. Many people feel the same because there are so many different answers. What do you think you'd like to learn about first, maybe the purpose of life or what happens after death? I think the purpose of life is what interests me the most right now. If I knew more about that, maybe I could understand everything else better. That makes a lot of sense. And have you ever thought about studying the Bible more deeply to see what it says about that? Yes, but I never knew where to start. Sometimes I feel a little lost with all the different approaches to the Bible. That's totally normal. Many people have the same doubts. That's why I wanted to show you something that could help you get started, the JW Library app. Have you heard of it? No, I've never heard of it. It's a free app you can install on your phone or tablet. It has the Bible in many languages and translations, as well as other resources like videos and books that can help you understand more. Would you like me to show you how to install it? Yes, I'd like that. How do I install it? It's very easy. You just need to search for JW Library in the App Store on your phone. If you have Android, it's in Google Play. If you have an iPhone, it's in the App Store. Can you open it and search for it? Yes, I found it. It's the first option. Perfect. Just click on Install. In a few minutes, it'll be ready. In the meantime, would you like to know what else you can find in the app? Yes, what else does it have besides the Bible? Well, it has videos that explain Bible topics, books that help understand different aspects of Christian life, and a course that guides people through the Bible step by step. Many people who use it say it has helped them find clear answers to questions they had, like the ones you mentioned earlier. Do you think something like that would be useful for you? Definitely. I'd like to know more about the course. How does it work? It's pretty simple. Once you have the app installed, you can choose the course that interests you. You can study at your own pace, and the topics are organized to make them easy to understand. Would you like to try it and see if it helps with your questions? Yes, I think so. I definitely want to try it. Thanks for showing me this app. You're very welcome. If at any time you have questions or would like to talk more about something, I'm here. I hope you enjoy the study. Sure, thank you for everything. Have a great day. See you soon. Now let's move on to, explain your beliefs. Role play. Topic: Do animals go to heaven? Hello. I'm one of Jehovah's Witnesses. How are you? Hello, I'm good, thank you. I was thinking about something. I've always wondered if animals go to heaven. That's a good question. What made you think about that? Well, I've always heard that animals are special creatures, and I wonder if, when they die, they have a place in heaven, like humans. Interesting. What do you think? Do you believe animals have a place in heaven? I don't know, I'd like to think they do because they're part of our life, and we love them. But I've never read anything clear about that. I understand. The Bible tells us that only humans have the hope of going to heaven. Would you like to know why this is the case? Yes, I'd like to understand more about that. Why only humans? The Bible teaches that humans are the only ones who can make decisions, like showing faith and obeying God's commandments. Animals, although they are very valuable to God, don't have that ability. What do you think about that? That makes sense. So, animals can't go to heaven because they don't have the ability to follow God's commandments? That's right. Only humans were created with the hope of living forever. Animals don't have the same opportunity, but God cares a lot about them. Does this surprise you? A little, yes. But it comforts me to know that God cares about animals, like the little birds, right? Exactly. Jesus said that God even cares for the birds, and that shows us that He values animals a lot. Even though they don't have the same destiny as humans, they are part of God's creation. What do you think about that? It's good to know that. I'm happy to know that God cares about them, even if they don't go to heaven. That's right. And that reminds us that we should treat them with love and respect. The Bible says that the righteous take care of their animals. Does that sound good to you? Yes, of course. I always try to take care of my pets. It makes me feel good to know that's what God expects from us. It's great that you think that way. If you ever have more questions about the Bible or anything else, I'd be happy to help. Thank you. It's been interesting to learn more about what the Bible says. My pleasure. Have a great day. Well, these were the examples of the presentations for this week's Let's Be Better Teachers section. I hope it will be very helpful to all of you, my dear brothers and sisters. I send you a big hug, and may Jehovah always bless and protect you.